Just like us, our precious pups need lots of exercise. But are all those dog walks taking up too much of your time? Enter the dog walker. It's kind of like hiring a nanny and a personal trainer with a twist.
I hire a dog walker because as much as I would like to spend more time with my dog, it's just not possible. It's a good way for her to be with her peers and to get fresh air. It also tires her out, so when I come home, I don't have the pressure of having to go out and walk her. So, especially in the city, this is a great way to make sure that your dog gets out. I think it's good for her to go with someone else for a few hours and not just her whole day be centered around my coming and going.
Joining me now is Colleen Safford from New York Walk and Train here in New York City. So, Colleen, how often should a dog be exercised?
As a general rule of thumb, about 4 times a day is good. And when we're talking about young puppies, that number can jump to as many as 8.
Wow.
And in terms of real exercise, you want to make sure you're giving the dogs a good half-hour to 1-hour session.
Okay. And you don't want to hire a dog walker on the spur of the moment?
Definitely not. There's a lot of service providers out there, and you want to make sure you find the person that you feel comfortable with, entering your home and handling your most prized little pooch. So give yourself time to do some research and to set up several interviews.
Okay. Well, should we go for a walk? Hey, Lazy, should we go for a walk? Should we go for a walk? Let's go. So let's start with the basics. What should we be looking for in a dog walker?
You want to find someone who's reliable and responsible. You want to know that this person is doing this as a profession and not just as a little extra side cash. So check into their personal or professional affiliations and memberships, and also make sure that they're bonded and insured.
And during the interview, what are some tips for making sure we found a good fit?
Go ahead and ask what-if questions. What if my dog jumps up on you when you enter my home? What if my dog is sick when you come to visit? You want to make sure that their answers are in line with what you're looking for.
And should a walk be part of the interview?
Absolutely. This will give you a good idea of the person's handling skills. Their handling should be gentle and humane, and just like any other profession, you want to check references. And I always tell people to go online and look for that kind of word-of-mouth feedback.
Once you've found the perfect match for your dog, how do you ensure that that relationship stays good over time?
Like any other relationship, communication is key. So you want to designate an area in your house where this person can leave you daily notes, where they can find your supplies, your leash, your poopy bags, toys. And then make sure that they have all of your contact information on them, as well as your vet's address and your vet's contact information. So if there were ever an emergency, they know what to do. Lastly, they should know whether your dog is social or not, whether the dog can go to a dog run or a puppy play date or a socialization.
Okay, so speaking of places with lots of dogs, here in New York, sometimes I'll see one handler with a pack of dogs. Is that a good idea?
My motto, one set of eyes for one set of furry paws. In terms of an emergency, I just think it's much safer to have individual care. If a dog got off leash or slipped its collar, you want to know that a dog walker can focus only in on that and not worry about another 5 dogs that are in tow.
You can expect to pay between $15 and $24 for a half-hour walk. But if you hire a dog walker, you'll be sure that your dog is getting all the exercise he needs. Just make sure that you're still getting enough exercise too. Come on, Coco, let's go.